Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to review the replay. And guys, once again, I want to take a moment to go through some of the comments that you guys made, because the comments is really what makes the video worth it. Journey with Kelly, a long time subscriber and a person who literally comments on everything. Journey with Kelly, he said Noah will not hear his anthem play at this championship. He's not beating Kishane, Seville or Tibogo. No, that's a very bold statement to make, because we all know that Noah is a performer. The guy shows up when it matters most. M. Welch, or this is Michelle, I don't know. The name is kind of looking a little strange here. Noah has many predictions over his race over the years, but they didn't materialize. Let's hope yours become true. Fender 1000 is saying that, how much money are you willing to put on this Journey with Kelly? Talk is cheap. Journey with Kelly is saying he will medal, but it will not be gold unless it's a photo finish, and then they would just assign him gold. You see how controversial that win was? The fact that he was able to get the gold medal at the Paris Olympics, even then the world still does not recognize it as a gold medal, and the guy went into a post-Olympics depression. What would be the reason for you winning, getting the ultimate prize, the ultimate gold, and still go into a depression? Something is off. Tunnel Vision, welcome back to the channel and thanks for your comment. Tunnel Vision is saying Noah run to the smoke, not away from it. Almost dialed in. Double gold. Asafa 2.0 and muscle-bound Kane are not stopping anything in worlds where it counts. So he's saying that Oblique Seville won't stop anything at all, and Oblique Seville is literally Asafa. That's a different version of Asafa. Basically, Asafa is one of the talented athletes who just didn't have the medals to show for it. He had the talent, he had the legendary running form that everybody recognized as spectacular, but it just didn't materialize on the big stage. And it could be that his body was fine-tuned, but his mind was not necessarily fine-tuned for the big moments. But I think Asafa Powell is definitely a businessman. He made the best out of the track and field business. Nia Wood, thank you again for your comment. Nia is saying that I know you wish if you were as handsome and sexy like Kishane. Well, that is Fender. Tunnel Vision, that one is Nia is saying that I bet you wish he was as handsome and as sexy as Kishane. He beat Noah and he will beat him at Worlds, and I'm sure this was the coach's idea to pull him from the event, as well as to pull Sharika. It's not necessarily his decision to get pulled, and you know, it's a strategic move based on what Nia is saying. She's saying now you're worried about Kishane when Seville is a bigger threat, right? A lot of people believe that Seville is quite the threat, and he still need to overcome Seville. I do agree that he need to overcome Seville. Now I need to beat Seville before he start talking about all of this stuff. Nia went on to say, so it's double the trouble. The Jamaicans are here. Big up yourself, Seville and Kishane. So Nia is big in them both. Another comment said, has been like this through the years. Nothing new. In my opinion, Kishane is a competitor for gold at Worlds, but not Seville. A lot of people is writing off Oblique Seville. I guess it's just because he did not deliver. He hasn't delivered yet, and it's kind of necessary that he delivers. Until he delivers, a lot of people will not take him seriously. George Doug is saying that Noah is not a 100-meter runner at age 28 years old. His personal best is 9.79, and he will not run down Kishane. He will not run down Seville and catch them. He thinks too much of himself. He's not Usain Bolt, who was able to run 9.76 at his age. So basically, George is saying that Noah is pretty much at peaked already. He had his career fastest race already. It's kind of difficult to say that with all of the technology that we have going, that we're seeing, and the kind of fast progression that we're seeing from the athletes. I guess some of the younger athletes are progressing extremely fast. Like if you take a look at the Brian Lavelle, the kind of progression he made from 20 flat to 19 7s and the R6 or the 19 and Melissa Jefferson with that kind of progression. It's kind of hard to say how well these athletes will progress. Lyndon Wright is saying Oblique is a much different person now. This time around, who in dead badly wounded, I'm not sure what he's saying here, but he's definitely saying that now Oblique is a different person this time around. Mindset Media is saying, why would a man duck a person that he just beat? Good question. I don't believe that Kishane is ducking Noah. I believe the fans just would have loved to see the lineup, but I don't believe it served Kishane well for him to continuously run these high level races and get in these. It's like it's just making himself a little bit too common. You see, a lot of people don't even pay attention to the simple fact that Noah had become the household name because of the times that we're in. You remember when COVID came in, the amount of world championship that we had seen. It would have taken years for some of these athletes to get 2 world championship medals, yet alone in the time like 2020, 2021, 2022, where they just continuously have world championship after world championship after world championship. Even Gatlin, who was such a spectacular athlete, he didn't get the kind of opportunity that Noah had. He would have been a different athlete. He would have been the accolades would have been completely different. Even Asafa, because there were times when Asafa was just dominant, and then after that it just fell flat. Even Elaine would have been something outside of the reach of many, even Elaine, because all of these, when she was in her peak right there around 2016 as well, everything got shut down. You know, it got shut. It wasn't like this back-to-back events. You know, the athletes in the past, they're in a different category than the athletes now. Noah definitely had an opportunity to do really well. And that's what we're seeing from Noah now. A lot of people is saying that Noah did this or that. But he was just properly positioned. He was in a time when all these championships were being ran all at once. And he was peak Noah at the time. So we're gonna judge him based on what we're seeing going forward. Another one here is Amart. He's saying that I don't think Kishane is ducking regarding Seville. I genuinely believe that Seville's ceiling is higher. So if he wins against Noah Lyles today in Lausanne, I wouldn't be surprised Seville problem is performing on the big stage. Once he sorts that out, I think Jamaica have a possibility of getting that 1-2. I do believe it. They have that possibility most times, even before Kishane came on the scene. No, Seville was Jamaica's best opportunity to get a medal overall. Said I totally agree. He might beat Noah again, maybe, but not by margin which excite people, because Noah is gradually getting back into rhythm. I think Kishane is a better contender for the gold, but we have to see we have to see where Oblique is at the moment, because it would be interesting to see where he is before we make that assumption. Oblique Seville ran that race and then he went under the radar, the same way how we have seen a few athletes going under the radar after running the races that excited the public. Tunnel Vision is saying, stop it. Oblique is not a threat. He is a regular person, or is a regular season phenom that curls up on the big stage. He almost didn't even run at the Jamaica trials, you know, because what we saw with him, he's saying that Oblique is Asafa 2.0. And Tanisha Bryce is saying, you people keep saying the same thing about Seville on the big stage. Look here, people. Look here. People grow up and things change. So what you're saying has no merit. It's outdated. So she's saying that Seville still have an opportunity to prove himself. Again, Seville had gone to several of these big meet he has made it to the finals, or he participated, and he's yet to get the medal. He's yet to get a single medal. So you can see why a lot of people is not putting their faith, their confidence in Oblique Seville. But Oblique Seville is still 24 years old, lots and lots of disappointment, and he still have age on his side. Noah is 4 years older than Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville is getting into that groove at the moment, so we still have some time. Noah is 28 years old. Noah, Oblique Seville is at that peak age, that sweet spot where he could deliver, and I'm sure that he figured out how to manage the injury that had been holding him back. Tunnel vision is definitely not holding back. Tunnel vision said, so when exactly was it that he grew up on the big stage? Until now, until he shows otherwise, he's just like a Safa. Tunnel vision doubled down on that. He said, yeah, we keep saying the same thing, and the same thing keeps happening. I guess you didn't see the Jamaican trials where he didn't even want to participate. I believe this hype is necessary though. I believe the hype around Seville is necessary because he actually beat Noah. And remember, Noah is not the kind of person who consider fast time to be as important as the win. The win is what we're using against Noah in this one. But today we have a race. There's a race today, and after this race, then we would have a better gauge on what's going on. Because so far for this year, they had matched up only once, and Seville got the best of Noah. I think they had matched up several times over the years, and Noah would have had more victories than Seville. You know, we have some good victories like the Races Grand Prix where Noah lost to Seville, then Seville came back and lost to Noah, where Noah got the gold at World Championships, Seville got fourth, where Seville came literally dead last at the Olympics, where Noah got the gold. So we have seen where Noah got the best of Seville on the big day. There's a number of comments here. Truly appreciate all of them. All of these comments I really do appreciate. I'm gonna leave it here, but let's say Michelle Rowe, once again, Noah is running himself into shape. Definitely, I think Noah had been strategic in how he placed himself and how he had been performing this entire season. He's putting himself into a position to compete against the big boys and to confidently do so. I want to hear from you guys once again. Keep your comments coming. Drop your comments down in the video because all comments is valued. I'm sure that you guys are as big a fan of the sport as I am, or probably even bigger, to be very honest with you. So all of your comments are appreciated, and it also helps to push the video further, because using your comments right now is what I'm using to make this video. I'll probably just go through one more. Paulette Powell is saying he's not ducking. His coach knows what's best. World Championship is what matters, not Noah. Tell him set him have another guest coming. Watch out at the World Championships. I do agree that the coach makes the finals say, and the competition is where these guys live. They live for it. I'm sure that they want to leave it all out there on the track, but they want to do it where it matters most. Drop your comments down below and let's review. Drop our comments down below and let's review the replay.